It is Tuesday, March 12th. You are watching Champ Week right here on ShotQuality Live BetCast, the only show that uses shot quality data to live bet the board as games are happening. Musa, it's a Tuesday, mid-March, Selection Sunday coming up. A little different around here because, well, you know, there aren't 25 games on at every single minute anymore. I went into the wrong page. Let's go over to the Score Center, get our data on the screen, start placing some bets right at the top. We're going to go into maybe a little bit more detail into some of the games, show you how you could use this tool even when there aren't a massive number of games occurring at once. Of course, still very valuable being able to dig into games, see what is going on under the hood. But Moose, how's your March going? How's Champ Week treating you? Anything you're playing right off the bat here? We got all 7 games on the board.
I mean, we've been live already in the Discord. It's been a lit party so far. It's the beginning, not really the beginning, because it has been championship week for a week now in some of these smaller conferences. There's been tickets punched. There will be more tickets punched today, including Stony Brook, Charleston, Milwaukee, Oakland. I know you're holding a pretty ticket there with Milwaukee.
Wagner, Merrimack. Start, but yeah. Wagner, Merrimack. Yep.
Yeah, so right now I have nothing. There's a couple games I'm looking at. Merrimack is one of them. Is there anything you're looking at? Because in the comments we already have Merrimack -2 looking solid. I mean, ShotQuality has them up 6. They're down 4.
I think we could go. We're going to dive into Merrimack. We're going to dive into some Mount St. Mary's Canisius here, maybe on the total, perhaps. Yeah, it's right. It's all really close. Let's go ahead and start, I think, at the halftime games, of course, using ShotQuality Live's nice handy-dandy filters to see what is fully at the half. I do think that Wagner team is very likely to maybe slow down ShotQuality, expecting this to be right there in what we're looking for in that 10-point differential. So we'll go ahead. First bet of the day here on BetCast is going to be on Merrimack against the spread. Let's go ahead and lock it in. All right, so seeing this one currently around -2.5 right now, -105 is currently the best line I'm seeing. Of course, do your shopping. Make sure you look all over. Good, really good segue, of course, to give a big shout out to our good friends, our presenting partners over at SportTrade. If you have not already heard, SportTrade is the official presenting partner of BetCast. SportTrade offers an elite betting experience, instant in-play betting, tight lines, and real human tech support. Available in New Jersey, Colorado, and more states to come for 2024. SportTrade encourages you to shop the best lines and to play responsibly. Create an account on SportTrade by going to getsporttrade.com. Use code SQB, and you get 3% cash back on every bet in your first week, up to $500. We love SportTrade. We love they encourage us to shop, find the best line. It is a valuable tool to have in your arsenal if you are live betting, similar to ShotQuality and our live score. That's why it's a match made in heaven. But all right, our first bet is in. Of course, if you are new to the show, you've never tuned in before, we keep track of everything on our handy dandy score sheet. Of course, we got Maximilian in the chat, making sure that is always up to date. Going to share a link right now for you, show you what we're talking about, everything on the screen. Easy, always the same link. You can see our record. I'm up to 227 and 166 after a very, very nice 19-11 episode. Pretty good. 17-11, my bad. Moose, 9-7. You staying hot, dude. We got less games, but we got maybe more precision. Let's keep going. Are you seeing anything? I'll get back to our main screen.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good bet. For me, it's one of those things where I don't, even though there's less games, I don't want to go away with what got me to my 133 and 92 record, up over 40 games, over 500
Crazy.
Here.
Yeah.
I don't want to, like, for me, I want to see it. Again, you play more than I do, which, I mean, you still have a phenomenal record, but I like to see the teams covering the original game line at the half, and it's close with Merrimack. So if they ended up making it close, or if they come out decent in the first couple minutes, I'll probably jump on it. Your cursor's over Miami. That's definitely what I'm thinking about.
Nice. Let's do it.
Elimination game, Miami. How about that? Final 4 team to first round of the ACC tournament.
They're a little hurt. It's okay.
Dang. What a year.
Yeah, I mean, the score is currently sitting 34-22, so looking like everything's kind of lined up. We always want to make sure that we're seeing everything we're doing clearly. I'm on all games. Let's make sure we're only on live games so we can keep the full screen up today. We'll watch everything at once, not too much scrolling and rolling here in late March. Of course, we got some special stuff coming up. We're probably going to be here tomorrow. I don't know if you guys have heard, but very likely going to be doing a BetCast every single day, trying to target the most high profile, biggest action slates. So probably a little bit later tomorrow night. A lot of games will be tipping off around that 9 p.m. Eastern slate. So we'll probably be doing a BetCast then, special Wednesday night episode for you guys. But yeah, I'm going to waste no further time here. I think Boston College up 10, Miami expected to be up 4. Let's go ahead and lock this. Yep, I was probably talking too much. I think you could have gotten a plus 6.5. Now we're getting plus 5.5. Minus 110. So, of course, always your prerogative there at home to have your own access to the data, or just be sitting here watching, being like, they're being slow, they're being lazy.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the score. You can see the score sheet or score center.
You can see every score. That's the beauty of it. All right, Moose, are you jumping in here, expecting Miami to get back in, or are you gonna, wait a little bit and see if you can get a better line? They are technically covering that spread, or are you waiting for halftime even?
For me, when we had Mike McClure on, it kind of his whole once you get to 8 minutes left in the first half, you've kind of seen enough. I'm starting to believe in that. I just wish I could see a little bit more from Miami if they can separate from shot quality score. And if that means getting the score closer, so be it. I just really care about the shot quality score and the points per possession. So I'm going to wait a little bit here. I've already seen Miami has scored now 4 unanswered, which is nothing. 4 unanswered. Who says that? Who says that? But I had took Miami pregame because I've been betting a little bit pregame for March because it's fun. And I like to think they won't go quietly into the night. So I do like the bet. I mean, Nigel Pack's playing, Cleveland, Beverly Joseph. They got the guys. So
They got the guys. Yeah. And speaking of getting the guys, does Stony Brook and Charleston have the guys to continue this thing, maybe going higher than the current point total right now? You can see this one closed at 148.5. Currently sitting there with around 71 points in the last 2 minutes of the first half, pulling up some lines, seeing like a 155. I see maybe a 157 currently hanging up right now. Looks like, 157 after another made shot here or two.
This was a 3-point sniper pregame play on the over. So
so he's looking good.
Yeah, but you can middle all the time. I mean, even yesterday with the shot quality play of the day, we jumped on in the Discord. We jumped on the over, was it, or the over on Montana, Portland State, and
they ended up cashing 4 points in the second half. How are you not going to cash? Hopefully, we get a little bit of a reverse scenario here, and we take the under. Right, this game, it's right there, 11 points over. They're we might have missed it. I'll wait. We're going to star it, but this is a distinct under chance. We took it already while we were talking. Great, nice grab, but currently 41 expected 71 expected 63 is just a little close for comfort. All right, but we're going to keep going. We're going to keep looking. Again, a little different tonight. Let's actually go in and show you what we mean by a little different. Of course, 7 games. So thanks for hanging with us. We know it's not the same. Of course, there will be NBA, there will be women's, there will be 3 tournaments, CBI, NIT, and March Madness.
We don't discriminate in tournaments. We'll get you the NIT and the CB. That was the original one, right? The CB, what is it? CBI?
CBI.
Yeah. That was the original. I believe it went CBI, then NCAA tournament, then NIT.
Look at you dropping knowledge out here, making you can flex on the group chat with that stuff.
Either that's completely right or completely false, but I swear that's right.
Well, I'm sure the chat will let you know. Please correct my good friend here. Man, am I crazy? Is Stony Brook really not gone to the rim on a single shot? That's kind of weird. I don't know if any of you guys are watching that game can weigh in on the shot selection coming from Stony Brook. Not sure if that's maybe a potential mistake, but currently taking a lot of jumpers. That is going to be hard to sustain. Not seeing a lot of rim action from Charleston either, though. Only 4 shots in this game. Layups, that's kind of wild. And not too many of them bad. I don't see any huge distinguishments in what's happening here. Of course, if you're a big player props person, Tyler Stevenson Moore absolutely carrying Stony Brook right now. Maybe he doesn't have the second half, the same number in terms of maybe getting schemed for. keeping them in this game, keeping them leading, both teams overperforming. Definitely a slight lean towards that under, but we're going to wait a little bit to try to get a bit more cushion here.
I can't think of the last time Stony Brook went to the tournament. I know Charleston went last year, obviously, and they were like a 31 team and didn't get in or didn't win the first round. But Stony Brook, I personally can't think of the last time they went.
Yeah, and a good question here from Chad. Well, maybe you know the answer, Chad. We will be, me and Musa, this time next week. Well, not this time. On Thursday of next week, we will be in Vegas, shooting the show, having fun at the casinos, live, recording, showing you what we're betting, just maybe some shenanigans mixed in, meeting whoever is out there. If you guys want to hang out with us, meet the ShotQuality team, maybe get some cool hat, shirts. We're going to have a lot of fun stuff, maybe some good deals to get some data access throughout your stay in Vegas. We're going to be out there hanging out, doing a few things. Make sure you keep your ears pressed for announcements of where we'll be. Everything should be finalized in the next few days. Really exciting. Let's go. Chad, we will definitely meet you out there. Love the SGPN crew. Big fans of their work too. So, all right, fun stuff going on. Lots going on. March is
We got to make a trip to Circa at least. Have you been to Circa?
Have I been to Circa? Come on. Yes, I have been to Circa.
It's off the strip. It's weird.
Well, that's like, you go to downtown for that reason. I mean, how could you not? Yes, I have. Going to be there for sure.
Cool place.
Hanging out at night, maybe making some bets. We'll have a good time. We'll be doing a lot of content, but lots to talk about here still, a little different. So we're kind of narrowing in on these big games. We got the 8 p.m. Eastern, I think one single game going to be added to our slate here. It's so different, Moose. I already am missing the 100 game days, the insanity. We were here for 2 hours. I hope you guys joined us on Saturday. Did 2 full hours of streaming. Plus 30 bets. Incredible. We had a really nice day. Money lines. Got a really big win on Tulsa, plus 550. So hopefully you guys maybe got a little piece of that action. One of our bigger wins in the recent weeks brought our money line total right back to even, which is really fun because we're sitting 16 and 44 on 60 money lines, basically breaking even. So some big wins to keep that afloat. But Moose, you're, I hate to be a pain.
No, don't you dare. There's barely any games on. And
what are we supposed to do? We got people here watching.
I know, but that's what makes the Discord such a beautiful place. Because also I see that Chad it's Trevor who said, stop fouling UMass Lowell to get Justin off my back. I want you to know that UMass Lowell's up 6 as 7-point favorites with 13 seconds left. So talk about a sweat.
That's tight. That's a tight one. That's going to be fun.
I'm going to put that one on the background just so I can see if – I'm assuming, Trevor, that you have I'm assuming you have UMass Lowell -7. So.
I have Lowell.
Oh, you both have
Lowell tonight. I'm on Lowell tonight. I got 5.5. I got a good number. So hopefully we can bring this home. A little sweaty. We like sweating out the bets. We like watching things come in. I was also, fairness, hand up. I took Mount St. Mary's. Got absolutely destroyed tonight. That one's not coming home. But all right, sitting here wondering about Lowell.
You see Levi's comment? He said, I'd love to go to the Discord. It's a great place. We've already had multiple plays there.
We got the Discord's a fun spot. We actually just, maybe made some changes, some big things coming. We're trying to power more and more content with ShotQuality. We have a deal actually available right now. If you would like to join the Discord fam with a free week trial of a standard membership for anyone who joins the Discord, the code is there. Just go to the Discord, discord.gg/ShotQuality. Get in. We just made some of our discussions when Musa goes and is live betting the rest of the night, the access to the live data. We have a whole community of members now discussing it, members-only content, and you get the pick of the day a few minutes early. It's a little bit of an industry standard. Of course, ShotQuality is super proud of the talent we have here, very excited to continue to get more and more out of them, and this helps us do it. So we'll continue delivering value. We'll continue being here for BetCast. Nothing's changing about BetCast. But
I like the community too, because as you can see, JK says here, I gotta give him a shout out. I know you gave the play originally, the Georgia Tech play, but I didn't play it until like 3 minutes left, and not 3 minutes, like 7:50 left in the game. I saw JK's played it as well at 8.5, and I was able to get it at 7.5, and then I checked, and they scored like 9 unanswered when I placed the bet. Is there a better way to live bet than when you live bet and the team you bet on immediately scores like 9 points?
No, it feels pretty good when it happens. Now, what has not felt great is that Wagner's coming out a little slow here. Not looking great. Merrimack's coming out a little slow here. Not looking great for our bet to open. waiting for the Milwaukee game. I'm not sure if that 8 p.m. game is going to push. You reload the tool to see if any new games have populated, of course, because it just takes a second. This Bryant UMass Lowell game should be going away shortly. Working on getting that out of the way faster, of course, trying to make the tool.
Well, I know it took a minute for the Canisius Mount St. Mary's game to start.
You hungry?
Yeah.
It's look, we got some uphill battles today, guys. Miami struggling. We got Bryant, Lowell done. Charleston, Stony Brook. We're still waiting here a little for that under, but kind of came back to reality. They missed those shots that I was hoping we would get in on. Maybe should have taken it even without the full value. I don't know. Maybe we need to sort of slim down our thresholds if we want to get a little bit more action here as games get into this ultimate style of competition where maybe teams actually do better to engineer the best shot quality. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, we're still looking, trying to get anything we can. Milwaukee coming out with a nice little point. Tell you what, the spectacle of today's episode is going to be me trying not to freak out for the next 30 minutes while we're here. As you know, I didn't hedge. I haven't played a thing.
Which is crazy to me because what is it? It's 50 to win 600, right? You bet 3 of them, right? Oh,
I bet 25 to win
on 3,
650 on 3 different teams in the horizon, and we took one to the final. Big win for sure. Not touching it, not hedging it, but maybe if Milwaukee comes out to a lead though, and that price on Oakland goes down, I'm definitely the mentality of it's gonna be like, why would I take plus 200 on Oakland when Milwaukee's winning? But we'll see. I think, when you bet a lot.
3-point play by Milwaukee's BJ Freeman to open the half. That was a nice little layup and one right there. And he made the free throw. I shouldn't have said 3-point play until he made it, but he did. He's their best player, BJ Freeman. I see that name a lot. When you look at the scores and Score Center shows you the best player, it always seems to be his name.
Yeah, I wish we had more on the plate tonight, man. We're gonna, again, if you missed the announcement, we are gonna be here tomorrow. We're going to have a little bit of a bigger stream. It's going to be the late night session. So a lot of these tournaments have that 9 p.m. Eastern tip. So we'll push our start time back by 2 hours. And I say that without any time zones because Musa literally lives in Arizona and daylight savings moves around him without him even realizing. So we almost didn't have him today. Like
he texted me the StreamYard thing. I was like, why would you text me that an hour early?
Why are you texting me that an hour early? Yeah. So we almost didn't have Moose today. So make sure everybody knows a little 2 hours later than normal tomorrow. No arbitrary time zones attached to that. But no, I think it's going to be fun. We'll have a little bit more action, some late night action. So maybe a little bit of a different crowd, people who can't always tune in. Hopefully you guys all join us. I'm sure I'll be either super jazzed up about a Milwaukee ticket cashing or mad that I didn't hedge because Oakland is going to the dance. One of the two, definitely. The
schedules are going to add more games because these teams like the ACC first round and Big 12 first round, those teams move on and are going to play teams that aren't on the schedule right now, but the matchups are going to get fixed. And there's going to be
we'll definitely know the time of every episode like as the morning starts each day. Of course, we can look into it a little bit, and I looked into the timings. They don't populate on KenPom. They don't populate on ShotQuality until everything's kind of set. But the tournaments still have their time slots set. So we know there's a lot of 9 p.m.s, a lot of 7 p.m.s. So we'll do what we can. We'll target the biggest slates to get you guys the most bets possible. And that's why tonight we're really appreciative of you guys hanging out with us because it's probably the lightest slate BetCast has ever seen.
On a weekday, nonetheless. But it's bittersweet, though. Like we got Horizon League. Like there's teams punching tickets to the greatest tournament on earth. It's just we got to wait. There's not many games. Is what it is.
Shout out to Dundee. I love that we got a good crew in the college basketball world talking about picks. They do a good job. We have such a great college basketball community in this. Like honestly, in betting, it's great to see people finding this show, finding other shows. We're having a good time with it. All right. Man, I'm eating crow and Canisius. It's okay. Lowell covers for me, thank goodness. I was of the mindset that this McNeese-Lamar game was going to come down to it, but it's currently 21. McNeese underperforming just a little bit. Lamar exactly on point. I don't really know if you can get in on McNeese here this late, but I do think they pull this away and cover that initial line of the 13.5, kind of kicking myself for not doing it. It's a big spot for Lamar, with sort of the team with the target on their back sitting there. at McNeese's gym too. So
not ShotQuality's favorite team, believe it or not, doing the mid-major top 25 every week for the last 2 months. And I mean, they climb, but you can see their record, their ShotQuality record compared to real record, I believe is pretty different. Like they're not so 24 and 3.
A little lucky, yeah. A little lucky.
But not too much. I mean, from like a mid-major perspective, I should say. Like all the Mountain West teams, they obviously ShotQuality, not just ShotQuality, but it's a average of ShotQuality, Ken Pom, Bart Torvik, Hasla in the net. They're not like for the rankings, they like the Mountain West teams better, the WCC teams better, San Francisco better for crying out loud. But we'll see how they do in the tournament.
He is going to haunt my nightmares if I don't get this. But did they hit another 3?
I'll let you know if it was a BS 3 because I'm a little behind, a little high screen pick and roll action. You know how it is, streaming services. Yo, my Lord. It was a handoff, and they switched it really well, and he shot it anyways.
It was a goalkey. It was goalkey, wasn't it?
What's that?
It was goalkey.
Yep. Number 3, goalkey.
Right now. He's such a 3-point literal sniper. It's such a problem. All right, come on, Milwaukee.
Well, it was one of those things too on the handoff on this pick and roll or the screen. He was never not shooting it. It looked like. Also, we talked about the lull sweat. I know Max has Mount St. Mary's over 137.5, 136.5, and I thought it was a lock. I was going to be like, "Congrats, Max."
We're at 135, right? This is 135 right now.
Yeah, but I mean, you never know. Like they could just not foul, and they have not scored a field goal either team.
Let's sweat it out with Max here. Let's see if we get a point to pop up on the screen in the next few seconds.
I think he needs 2 points, right, Max?
I think should we? Well, if we want to ask the man himself, Max, what do you need?
First of all, what's going on, guys? And yeah, why are you putting on? Don't put that negative energy on me. Come on.
No. I saw this. I took in the Discord. We all took Lamar over yesterday, and we needed 128.5, and we were at 128 in the last like a minute 30. Just it was a double-digit game, so no one cared. Oh, there's a point.
Yeah. This actually brings up a great point, and I was going to bring it up and. Chad actually beat me to the punch here with this question about, does the algorithm take into account additional free throws and fouls called attorneys? And I would to you guys, like when you're live betting an under, so like that Charleston game, we were under earlier, but there's always that possibility that, if you're down 12 in the regular season, you might, pack it in. But if you're down 12 in the tournament, you start pressing with 4 minutes left, like really try with your season on the line, really try to get in. So I'm kind of curious what you guys.
I'm of the mindset, Max, that almost everything's going to get priced in, at least decently. And like those behaviors are I've seen plenty of games just totally die. We were holding a live over today on the LaSalle game, Seton Hall, on the LaSalle game today, and it was like over 123.5, and it was cruising in. And Musa, I think you played like over 129.5 in the Discord. We were cruising in. The live total was sitting around 130, 131. It kind of sped up at the end. And then out of nowhere, it just absolutely falls off. They don't even get past 120, or I think they got to 121. So I don't think there's any sweeping statements to be made in terms of, expect extra points or expect them to not foul or expect it to go quiet. Nah, I think you want to approach it line by line, try to figure out, what the data is saying, and assume that the live pricing models, are setting the most competitive lines possible. Who knows? We beat them. We're beating them. But at the other end, there's people playing both sides, right? These lines do move. There's liquidity. There's very sharp traders using a lot of data to get the best line out there. They understand those scenarios. What?
Thank you for going on that long rant while I could look to the other side and watch that game, because we just got a 2-pointer.
Thanks for talking.
So they landed on 138, and that's a winner. I had 137, so perfect. And I was listening though, Justin.
No, he wasn't. He completely checked out. Don't listen to a word he said. No, I'm like you said, dude. There's games where like it's so close, and you're like, man, it's going to be a free throw fest, and then it ends up being like a one possession game all the way down till the last possession. Then they foul with or they don't, and they go for the game winning shot, and you're like, damn, I'm screwed. And then there's times where, like, it helps both ways. I don't know. That's how I see it.
That Furman and Sanford game was a perfect example of, like, Furman was down 10 and they just pressed for the last like 5 minutes and I think there was 32 points in the last 2.5 minutes. So, but yeah, that Merrimack game, what's going on there? You know, aren't they're eligible this year to make the tournament, right?
I think they make the run. Yeah, look, there's some pressure. ShotQuality expecting them to be winning right now. We're already on them. If you're joining us late, it's actually the only play on my sheet along with Miami, both kind of looking like they're struggling a little bit. Maybe time for a Merrimack moneyline run of destiny. Get back in this game. We need to make some plays. We need to have some fun. It is a live BetCast episode, right? That's what we're here to do. So let's see what we got on Merrimack right now, what type of line we can pull up. Just saw Canisius Mount St. Mary's end. We're about to start the second half in Stony CUFC.
Max got it by the hook. Look at you.
Yeah, and it closed 138.5. So there's a huge line.
I love it. Merrimack is sitting plus 220 right now. We'll go for our quarter unit. I like the comeback, but 220 on the money line, Max. Let's lock in a play. It's been this is the slowest show we ever had, man. I got it. Look, it happens. It happens. We're not going to get action on games where everything is sort of tight, right? Teams taking their good looks, getting what they want. I mean, no real numbers here are that far off. The biggest overperformances we're seeing tonight is Canisius overperforming by 8, Lowell 1, Bryant 4, Mount St. Mary's 3, Lamar 1, McNeese 4, 7 and 7 here that we did play this Miami game. This is probably the one game right now that's really off. Stony Brook overperforming slightly. Wagner Merrimack, another one. And then this one tight. So, like, what? We have, like, two games truly in, like, shot quality bet territory. We've bet them both. That's the Merrimack and the Miami side, right? Both those teams underperforming. We bet the underperforming team, expecting to reap more value than what the market is offering because we know they should be doing better. The other team should be essentially in a closer game. We're able to pull value out of that. That's what the entire tool is for. Very successful. But the rest, I mean, we talk about it, guys. When shot quality's on, that's not a bad thing for us here. It's not as fun, but it's a verification, right? It helps us know that, all right, well, you know, 5 out of the 7 games are almost spot on so that we can trust it when they're not. I don't know how you guys feel about that. I know it can be a little annoying out there when you're just like, oh, feed me bets. But, like, Moose, we got to even get this guy to make a play.
Yeah, I was just going to ask him. I'm looking at that Miami game.
I'm thinking about the Miami game, but
they're at half now, so
it's not enough points for me right now. And I was thinking of, like I said, I liked Merrimack almost at the half. I wanted to see them go up at least 7-8 points in the shot quality score, and they haven't. And naturally, the game has stayed them down, and that's just not great. I see freaking Oakland shot 2 technical fouls because my man just went for a block, and they don't, you know, you can't go for blocks anymore, I guess. What kind of
look, there's a lot of time. I will tell you right now, someone who has sweat a lot of these bets out, sat here taking L's. Prefer everything. I prefer myself to be lied to. Tell me everything to lock. That's funny. Let's go. Come on, Merrimack. Let's get back into it. Right back. We have a 3-point game. Come on. 3-point game.
In the first 4 games of today, the first 4 games, I think I had 5 total plays because there was just so much going on. And now you have games that are just right on the money. I mean, Mount St. Mary's was pretty much right there. I mean, I know they won by more than they should have.
We can see the final games, too. You can see how everything went today already. These are the live scores.
Like, I know we were on Fordham plus 8.5. Fordham
we got Fordham to come back.
Yeah, we were on LaSalle over, which died. We were on Notre Dame under, which died. But we were on Georgia Tech, so it was a split.
And Musa, shout out the live bet lounge because I was on Davidson minus 3.5, and then I got that ping that Musa took Fordham plus 8.5, and thank God I hedged a little because
I'm a firm believer of hedging. Like if I like Justin says, they're separate bets. Like if the numbers I've done it where it's been sketchy.
Not hedging.
No, it's not. I just said hedging because money.
No, it's
right. We don't.
Yeah, I've had scary ones.
That's the truth. Those that fresh rim at Barclays, man. Wow. All right, we got a 5-point game right now in Milwaukee, Oakland. I need a run. I need a run so bad, boys. That's all I need. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, well, it's hard. Well, you could figure it out.
Now that Stony Brook game, I was watching it before I came on, and they did get some rim shots, so that is a bug.
Off.
It is not, but that would be pretty crazy. It got me too at first, and yeah, that would have been pretty crazy. Just no rim.
I might go tomorrow. I almost went today.
Ooh.
But people were calling it the pillow fight. It was a gorgeous day. I had a lot to do. Didn't go. Maybe tomorrow. Oakland, right back to a 3-point. This is a tight one, man. This is a tight one.
Homeboy on Milwaukee mine just blew his shit. Oh, he's good. He did some Globetrotter-esque move. I don't know if you got the game on over there, Max, or anybody in the chat. You see that double spin move that man tried?
That's hilarious. All right, we got a point. We got points from Milwaukee. Everything's so lined up. I want some bets.
No, I'm waiting for Merrimack to. It's 38-42 on the shot quality score. Chase.
You're gonna still try to get in there.
I'm waiting. I know the time's running out. Unfortunately, I don't 7 minutes is my absolute cutoff. I say that because today it wasn't a shot quality play, so I didn't put it in the Discord. It was more so that I like New Hampshire, and I thought the game was going to go over, and I thought there might be something to it if they could keep the game close to Vermont, and they did, and they covered. But also, I think that's I don't know. If I bet New Hampshire to do anything, I think they're going to do it because they love me. I love those guys.
Hey, season over. Shout out to New Hampshire.
My Wildcats. Dude, all they did was cover. All they did was cover in March.
Live cover, too. All they did was fight back at the end of the games. You love that. And
I don't know. Maybe Wildcats jersey.
We'll have some good data. We're going to have some good data by the end of the season in terms of analyzing, what teams were really good, what types of teams. Right, were the teams that shot a lot of threes? Was that who won these money lines? Was it just because the defense did it come down to actually getting stops? Was it more about regressing in terms of your offense coming back around, or was it more about your defense?
I told you he spammed the B button. He spammed circle.
It happens. I know that game. Still 48-51. Money line coming down right now. Seeing the two-way money line finally falling under 300 right now from the offshore on Oakland. Come on, let's go. It's a 1-point game. It is a 1-point game. Come on,
Justin. We need to work so that Oakland-Milwaukee game is right. The score is right on actual and shot quality. Yeah. We need a name, when it's a perfect match. You root for a scoregami in the NFL. I just want to root for a perfect actual score and shot quality score.
All right, chat. Come on. We got a bunch of
someone
people
work
here. I
on
had someone tell me that the Twitter numbers aren't accurate. I don't believe it. I do think there's a lot of people in here watching with us. If you got I don't think they can comment on Twitter because apparently you need to be verified, which is so stupid. So
you cannot. I tried. I wanted on your show. I tried.
So dumb, dude. What are we doing?
What are we doing? Didn't work. I was trying to call
I don't want to listen to
Milwaukee takes the lead.
I want to. Are you joking me? No.
No, 52-51.
It's 53-52 already. You're a little behind.
Pullman went up.
I literally have my best data feed up for this game. I am not playing around with 13 minutes left. So no, but that's really great. Still seeing -200. I ideally want to get a better price than the -180 that was being offered. I know I have a higher hold during live, so it's a little tough to do that. But hopefully we get a lead. Come on, boys.
That drop step by Oakland was nice. They got to give it to Kentrell Coleman.
Come on.
Take one play. You can't go the entire show without one play.
Wow.
Dog, he has two. Don't act like that's if you do the math.
That's twice. He's got two more than you. Come on.
Well, it's not two times because 2 times 0.
That's pretty good.
I corrected myself.
Shot Zacta. What do we think of that? Do we want to
a shot? It's got potential.
I like it. All right, let's see.
It's kind of tough to say.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah.
Merrimack took the lead.
Did they really? I got in at the -2.5 with you, Justin. I wish I would have waited or doubled down on the money line, but that was a good call. +220. Well, hopefully, but
I think you just call it oh man, I don't know.
We'll workshop it, but that's a good suggestion.
It's a good thing to figure out. I don't know, sync an SQ sync shot quality sync. I don't know. It kind of doesn't sound good. It sounds like something's going down. It's just perfect predictive accuracy, baby.
Sync, but it's capital S, lowercase y, lowercase n, capital Q.
A sync. Synced up. A shot quality sync up.
What about a squirrel?
A squirrel. That's kind of funny. SQ, and you spell it SQIRL, so it's shot quality in real life. A squirrel. I don't know. We'll work on it. What shot Zacta? We'll look. You guys tell us what you like. We'll work on it. We'll get some graphics. A squirrel. Got over the nuts. I don't know. We'll have to get some going. We'll figure it out. Look. The fun part about it is we're here. Live BetCast is not going anywhere. This is now the hit show for Shot Quality, a huge part of growing what we're doing here. I cannot tell you how excited we are to hear from so many new members that BetCast is what showed them how cool this data can be, and now they're using it in their own live betting. People shooting me messages like, what is this magic? We have had so much fun this entire season. This is episode number 31. This is exactly 3 months to the day since we first launched the show. We've had great guests. We've had the CEO of our sponsor, Sport Trade. We had Mike McClure dropping knowledge. We've had full demo sessions. Max has come on. We've had Coleman Crawley hanging out from courtside. It's been fun. It's been fun. And we are sweating some big games here in the last few weeks. We are going to be doing, I don't know, this is now official, whether Musa, Max can make it. I'll be here. One of them will be here. We'll make sure someone's here. But an episode every single day now until Saturday. We won't go on Selection Sunday where there won't be enough going on. But Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 6 shows, including today, between now and Selection Sunday of SQ Live BetCast. Not as many games, but we'll make it up to you with more hours of the show. So let's make sure that nothing else popped up here. We are going to be going.
I like how you have every single game starred.
Well, I just want to make sure that I can get the ones that
I'm thinking about Charleston. If Charleston can get a little bit more up and up on that shot quality score, I'm thinking about that one. Milwaukee's dead on. I want Milwaukee to win because that'd be epic. Also,
Scooby.
Ooh,
you'll like a Scooby.
I kind of like that a lot, but you just got to capitalize the Q. It's all right.
A Scooby. We're gonna have to take it to the marketing team and see what everyone says tomorrow in the company Slack. But all of your notes will be saved. Anyway, who do you like tomorrow?
Max, click it, Max. This is a you question.
Fine. I got you. Who do you like? So that's the fun thing. Score Center also functions for tomorrow. Of course, a little difficult sometimes to get these lines in, but if things are up, that didn't work right. Because I'm still in live games, so that's going to be.
I was about to say, okay. Come on now.
Yeah. I'm in my Score Center, all games. Okay. Projection. What? Projections should be up in the daily projections page. So we'll go over there, see what we have for that game. Xavier and Butler shot quality projecting a 3.5 point, 3.7 point win for Butler. Value on Butler, play on Butler based on what the model is seeing. Of course, you can dive into individual team stats, see what Butler is all about. This is how I do the pick of the day every single day.
A lot of red and a lot of green.
A little good, a little bad. That's what everyone's got. But yeah, shot quality means Butler. I like Butler. I don't know, Max. What do you think? You're a Xavier guy. Are they gonna get that done tomorrow? Are they live to cover? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with this spread. It kind of just feels like a pick 'em to me. They split the regular season, both teams winning at home. Butler did just play too, so it's kind of weird because you ended the regular season on last Wednesday. Butler beat them at home 72-66. So I don't know. Yeah, Xavier, I feel like they're kind of focused on next year, but who knows? Never know.
Hey, look, this is a tough time of the year to handicap, of course, but it's the Big East tournament, Madison Square Garden. If any of you guys are going to be out there, might be a few SQ heads out there. Let us know. Maybe we could use the Discord to find ways that SQ people could link up. I don't know. Maybe we'll do a little March meetups. It'll be fun. Definitely in Vegas if you're in Vegas this time next week, the 20th to the 25th. Me and Musa will be out there. A couple other people that you may be seeing around doing a little stuff. Oakland just hit a big shot.
I thought you were about to say we're going to the Golden ticket. Or the Golden
Perfect.
Nugget.
Like, I'll never force a pregame bet because I know I've got SQ Live in my back pocket. I'll just, if it's kind of a toss-up, I'll wait. Maybe Xavier gets hot, maybe Butler gets hot. You do a little live bet. What happened, Musa? What happened?
The Gurkey or whatever, man.
Golkey, man.
Jack Golkey. It was a very difficult shot that he just hit, the three.
Yeah.
And then
I feel like the harder it
tie
is
game right now. Come on.
The more difficult the shot, I feel like the better chance.
He got it on the inbound under the hoop in the corner. He did a jab step.
Tie game, 5 minutes left.
He just shot. Are we gonna watch the rest of this game or what?
Left. 9 minutes left. 8 minutes left. I don't know. We gotta get out of here at 8:30. Got a lot going on. I'll be sweating it myself. I can't be here while you guys watch me sweat out this bet. Come on. I know that's beautiful.
Charleston just pulled ahead. They were down at half, right?
Yeah, they were.
They're down at half yesterday, and
they're up 7 right now.
We had no business in that live.
Should we maybe do a little trot around basketball here? Check out some other leagues. We do have, of course.
I know we have one NBA game. Your Knicks are playing.
Well, let's check out the women's side first. We do have women's college. I have some women's lines up. So let's see if ShotQuality is seeing anything here. Last quarter for Austin P, FGCU, not really enough value there. Maybe Austin P gets back into this. Do I have that line? I do. All right, we're gonna make some plays. I don't know if you guys have these types of things here. It's currently a very big line. I'm seeing upwards, 19.5 for the Florida Gulf Coast Eagles at plus. Oh no, sorry, I'm taking the dogs. Austin P plus 17.5, minus 113 on the women's side. My first ever women's bet. I'm going to go 0.25 units, not my half units. I've never done this before. My first women's bet on the show. I don't even know if you guys can tail it, but we're live. Look, we don't discriminate. We have all this data. We're going to use it. All right. Fourth quarter coming up. We got the fourth quarter here a little late. Nothing really Eastern Kentucky, Central Arkansas, and this one's probably a little too early. Maybe a lean towards the over in Colorado State, UNLV. I don't know if you guys want any women's bets, but I would take that over.
Hey, I got a question. How did you get to the women's score center?
What do you mean? You just go NCAAW and you click Score Center the same way as every other one.
Oh, I know what I did. I was on WNBA. Did you say plus 17.5 for Austin P, though?
I did. Come on, Austin P. All right, let's check out NBA next. Of course, there's always some basketball on, right? Got a good point in these games right now. Would maybe lean towards, well, we talked about NBA. Maybe take the under here in Washington, Memphis. They're developing decent shots, but they're not hitting them. Expect these teams maybe to stay cold. Interesting. Expect maybe Philadelphia to get back in it, or maybe they're cold too, and the Knicks are hot, and you stay on the Knicks. But this is going to get to a little bit of an unrealistic level. I think our NBA play here should be on the Memphis Grizzlies, Washington Wizards to stay under the number, trusting ShotQuality to have identified a night where these teams are cold before everybody else realizes it. So that plays 212.5 under at minus 115 max. Some NBA plays for the people hanging out here through the end of it. Let's go. Yeah, I'm not touching Philly plus the 15. I think Knicks could probably ride that out. I don't know. You guys like anything in these other leagues?
I got to make a play.
No, I won't ever let you live it down, but you don't have to.
Do you know?
I was eyeing Colorado State UNLV over in college women's basketball, and it just moved on me from 113 to 116, and I'm really, really sad because I wanted 113. I even logged in because it's DraftKings doesn't have it, but FanDuel does. DraftKings only has halftime bets. FanDuel has live women's bets. We have a Merrimack pissing down their leg comment.
What?
That was earlier, I think. Oh, no.
Is it now? Goddamn.
Yeah, they're back down 1.
No, come on, boys. Milwaukee's going to be a sweat, guys. I don't know if I'm ready for this. Down 3 now for Merrimack. What did we take? We got the whole sheet. It's the smallest sheet you'll ever see from us, minus 2.5 on Merrimack. Money line plus 220 a little bit later. Quarter unit, make sure, Max, this Austin P women's play might as well be in the money line section because it's a smaller play. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. This is going to be where I'm at. I will be sitting right here I'm in the daily projections. Sorry. But I will be right here watching this score center between Oakland and Milwaukee. Literally. Is that Musa with a play?
I am going to go on FanDuel over 114.5 wins Colorado State Rams versus the UNLV Rebels. Women's game. I'm going over 114.5. I like it. Yeah, I mean, they're both of them are their points per possession brutal right now, and ShotQuality thinks they should be doing way better. And I agree.
I think is Coleman at the Merrimack game? That's awesome. I love it. All right. I definitely recommend you follow all my guys that you're in the Discord. We are going to start putting most of these live plays in the Discord for members. We've had a great season showing everybody how awesome this stuff is, but you know how it works. We got to make sure that it is going to the people who support and love shot quality bets the most. We got all these great guys here every single day from now until Selection Sunday. We won't be going on Sunday. There's going to be just too much going on, all the big championships. We'll go every day through Saturday. We'll announce the times tomorrow, likely to be the 9:45 back. Probably, again, just make sure you're paying attention. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube. Make sure you have the notifications on for live video on Twitter. That's the easy way to not miss a thing and also not get bombarded by notifications. We tweet a lot. We got a lot of good stuff coming on. Max is going to have articles. Musa is going to be in the Discord dropping live plays for our members. I'll be around sweating my butt off on this last 8 minutes here. 25 into 650 would be a great way to end a fun night for me here on BetCast. Make sure you tune in with us tomorrow, on Thursday, on Friday, on Saturday, on the only live betting show that uses shot quality data to attack the entire board. You know it's BetCast. Max, Musa, I love you guys. See you tomorrow. Let's go. Come on, Milwaukee.
Scooby.
Come on, Scooby. Come on, Milwaukee.